Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Liaquat. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, having a wonderful week. It's been a few weeks and we haven't done any Qudoori and our hearts are feeling a bit sad. So, you know what? Today we're going to be doing Qudoori, inshallah. If you guys are not familiar with my channel, please check out the videos, hit the subscribe, like button, and let's get on with the series then. So this series is dedicated to explain to you guys about the text Mukhtasar al-Qudoori, which is a classic Hanafi primer. And we're going through Hajj at the moment. Right, so Man kana bi Mecca. So let's first of all explain the linguistic meaning of the words, and then we'll do a bit of Arabic grammar, and then we can explain what this text is talking about. So Man kana bi Mecca fa miqatuhu. So miqat, right, this is the word that we've done before. Miqat, Hajj, right, you guys know what that is. Haram is basically the area, the haram, not haram. Haram is the area where, like we said last time, that area which is surrounding Mecca, this land that's surrounding Mecca. Fil umrati, you know what that is, al-hill. So this hill is the area outside of the haram. Yeah, so outside of the haram. Now, a lot of people use the term haram to mean the Masjid al-Haram, which is one usage of it, but here it doesn't mean that. So if you remember last time when we talked about the what's it? Actually, I'll show you guys in a bit anyway. I'll show you guys. إذا أراد الإحرام. So Ihram is that state that a person goes into where the person, performs, for a person to perform Hajj and Umrah. اغتسل, you guys know what that is, take a bath. توضأ, غسل, أفضل. لبس, to wear. ثوبين is two pairs of clothing. ثوب, right, so clothing. جديدين is two new. غسيل, washed. Yeah, غسيل, it means to wash something, so washed. Izar is the kind of like trousers, loincloth. So you guys know what loincloth is. It's in Urdu they call it lungi, right? In Arabic they call it izar. It's like a cloth you wrap around yourself. Warida, rida is a cloak that you wear. And massa tiban, massa means to touch. When you have tib, which means perfume. In kana lahu tib, if he has tib. Qala Allahumma inni uridu, I want. Hajj, fayassir, yassara, yassir, to make easy, right, to make easy. وَتَقَبَّلْهُ, تَقَبَّلَ يَتَقَبَّلُ تَقَبُّلًا, from the word qabul, which means to accept. Right, so, Allahumma taqabbal minna. Labba, yulabbi, right, it means to say the talbiyah, labbaik. Right, so when you say labbaik in Arabic, you say labba. And literally this word actually means to kind of respond to service of someone. So let's say someone calls you to do something and you say labbaik, it literally means I'm at your service. And this aqib, this word has come before, it means after salat, you know that. In kana mufridan. So if you watch the crash course of Hajj, over there I explained to you guys the three types of Hajj. So mufrid, yeah, so is the type of Hajj where there is no umrah involved. Yeah, so it's a single Hajj, yeah, which has no umrah involved. Bil hajj nawa, it means to make intention. Talbiyah, we've done that before. Talbiyah again. Labbaik, right, this is the labbaik one. Now the word labbaik actually is dual, okay. It's actually labbayni plus ka. Yeah, it's supposed to be ba there. Labbayni. Yeah, so labbayni. Yeah, so dual. And then once you add the kaf, you get rid of the noon, it's labbaik, two labbaiks. Literally means I am two responses to the service. Labbaik la sharika, no partner. Partner, la sharika. Laka labbaik innal hamda. Hamd means praise. Ni'mah means blessing. Laka wal mulk, it means kingdom. Yeah, so kingdom, mulk. La sharika lak wala yanbaghi an yukhilla. Yukhilla, akhalla yukhillu. It means to interrupt. بشيء من هذه الكلمات فإن زاد فيها جاز فإذا لبى فقد أحرم. أحرم means to go into the state of إحرام. فليتقي is from the word taqwa. He should protect himself. Naha, it means prohibited. Allah anhu min al-rafath. Rafath means anything which is like sexual nature. Fusuq, it means something which is obscene or vulgar. Yeah, fisq, fusuq, sins. Jidal, fighting. Alright, this is done. Let's have a look at the next part of it now. Alright, so من كان بمكة. So بمكة, this is غير منصرف. So بمكة فميقاته, ميقات is the مبتدأ. في الحج الحرم ميقاته الحرم خبر. وفي الأمرة الحل. So that's the مبتدأ. في الحج ميقاته خبر as well. وإذا أراد الإحرام, أراد is فعل plus the فاعل, and that is the مفعول به. اغتسل فعل فاعل, توضأ فعل فاعل, والغسل مبتدأ, أفضل is the خبر غير منصرف. ولبس فعل فاعل, ثوبين المفعول به. جديدين, this is the صفة, أو غسيلين عطف. Okay, onto صفة. غسيلين. إزارا ورداء. So this is بدل. Yeah. So بدل إزارا ورداء. بدل of ثوبين. Okay, so this is the بدل. ومس طيبا. So طيبا is the مفعول به. إن كان له طيب. Yeah, this is the ism of kana. If you guys are interested in doing sharqat al-nada, in fact, I've actually just done a lesson on the sharqat al-nada. You can find that on the uruq.com channel. So uruq.com, check that out. وصلى ركعتين فعل, and ركعتين is the مفعول به. وقال اللهم is nida. Originally it was ya Allah. Ya Allahu. إني أريد is فعل فاعل. الحج is the مفعول به. and فيسره أمر. يسره لي. وتقبله أمر. مني from me. ثم يلبي عقيب صلاته. So it is مضاف إليه becomes the ظرف. فإن كان مفردا, so this is the خبر of كان. بالحج نوى فعل plus the فاعل. بتلبيته جار مجرور. الحج مفعول به. والتلبية new sentence مبتدأ. أن يقول لبيك. So this is actually what we call a نائب مفعول مطلق. مفعول مطلق. اللهم لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك. All this إن الحمد. So all this is لا شريك, لا نفي الجنس. إن الحمد اسم of إن. والنعمة عطف لك. والملك عطف. All this عطف. لا شريك لك. ولا ينبغي, this is the فعل, and all of this is going to be the file of it. أن يخل, so أن ناصبة في المضارع بشيء من هذه الكلمات. فإن زاد فيها جاز. فإذا لبى يلبي تلبية. فقد أحرم فليتق ما نهى الله عنه من الرفث والفسوق والجدال. Okay, let's have a look at the explanation of this now. Alright, so basically what it's talking about over here is, now see this part over here, I actually should have explained it in the last lesson. Okay, this part over here, I should have explained in the last lesson. I will mention this right at the end, okay? So right at the end of today's lesson, I'll explain that, going back to what we just talked about before. Right, so now this is talking about, so we're talking about this, there's this guy. And this guy, he wants to go for Hajj or he wants to go for Umrah. What does this guy have to do? Right, he has to go into the state of Ihram. Yeah, important to go into the state of Ihram. Basically, you cannot perform these acts, holy acts, without going into a pure, clean state. So, right, you want to go for Umrah, you want to go for Hajj, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I want to go for Hajj. I mean, will accept it from us. Right, what do you have to do? You have to, or it's recommended to, first of all, number one, do ghusl, or if you can't do ghusl, do wudu. Yeah, and ghusl is always afdal. Yeah, it's better. It's much better. And then number two, what you do is you wear clean 2 sheets. Yeah, 2 sheets you wear. Right, they can be clean in the sense that like washed, or they can be brand new. Right, so it's up to you. You want them clean or you washed, up to you. What are the 2 sheets? So the 2 sheets are what we call an izar and a rida. Alright, so rida and izar. So rida and izar, basically, if you ever seen someone who has performed Umrah or Hajj, they have like this, I should actually done it in a different color, isn't it? I'll do it in blue. They have this like top cloth they wear and this bottom cloth they wear, and they wrap it around themselves. Okay, this is the 2 pieces of cloth that they wrap around themselves. So let me show you an image of one of this. Right, so here you can see over here, like for example, this cloth over here that this guy's got. And this is for the man, okay? The woman, as you can see, she can wear whatever she likes. She doesn't even have to wear white color, right? But the man has to wear these 2 pieces of cloth. And if you can see over here, this guy is like wrapping the 2 pieces of cloth. So you have this loin cloth, like bottom cloth, and then you have this top one. Over here, it's kind of like a bit clearer now. Right, so that's what the guy basically wears. Anyway, so he says, when a person, إذا أراد الإحرام اغتسل, the person does ghusl, أو توضأ, or he does wudu. والغسل أفضل. However, performing ghusl, if you can, is better. Now, a lot of people, for them, this is not going to be something that's going to be easy to do, because they might have to put their ihram on the plane. So, like if you go on Saudi Airlines, they usually have like a little facility that you can use to put your clothes on. But because so many people are doing it, I wouldn't really advise for a person to really kind of do that. However, you know, if you can't, then you just do it over there. I mean, I remember when I done it, I just did it in the toilets, inside the toilet, and it's quite cramped, but I did it. But normally you'll have to do it at home, or you'll have to do it in the airport, right, the transit airport. لبس ثوبين جديدين, he wears 2 new pieces of cloth, right, so this. Or غسيلين, washed. إزارا ورداء. Right, next, what do you do next? So the next thing that you should do is number 3, is recommended to wear some perfume. Yeah, so you wear some perfume on your, just kind of like get rid of any bad odor. Wear some perfume if you have perfume, right? And you know, you borrow it from someone else if you want to borrow it from someone else, up to you. And then number 4 is where you pray 2 rakats. Yeah, so 2 rakats you pray, right? So you're gonna pray 2 rakats. Obviously, if you can, if there's place to pray, so you pray 2 rakats. And then after that, right, number 5 is where you do talbiyah. This is like gets you into it, right? This is, I don't know if any of you guys have actually done it, right? But if you have done it, put in the comments. And how does it feel to do talbiyah? I remember the first time we did talbiyah, the whole plane was just singing talbiyah. It's just such an amazing feeling, right? When the whole plane is actually doing talbiyah. All right, so he says, massati, massa means touch perfume. Touch perfume, like we say nowadays, put on perfume. The reason why you put it on before is because you can't put it on afterwards, right? Because it breaks the rules of ihram. If you watch that crash course of mine. In kana lahu tib, if he has tib, wa salla rak'atayn, and he performs 2 rak'ats, wa qala, then he says the talbiyah, right? What is the talbiyah? This is the talbiyah now. This is what you should basically like memorize. Allahumma inni uridu al-hajja. If you're going to intend to do hajj, you say this, oh Allah, I intend to do hajj. Fayassirhu li, so therefore make it easy for me. Wa taqabbalhu minni, and accept it from me. Right, so this is what you say. Now, once you've done that, you have gone into the state of ihram now. You have basically ihrammed yourself. And you have to protect yourself from breaking the rules of ihram. Then after that, yulabbi aqiba salatihi. After every salat that you perform, you do talbiyah after every salat. Right, so Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, In kana mufridan, if the person is performing a single hajj, like I told you what a single hajj was, check out my crash course and you'll see it there. Bil hajj. In kana mufridan, if he is doing hajj on his own, then nawa bi talbiyati al hajj. He does the intention of hajj only. Right? So he only does the intention of hajj. Yeah. Then he says this dua. Okay, so right, let's just go back. So he's done the intention. As soon as he's done the intention, now he says this. This is what activates the ihram, rather. Yeah, so apologize what I said a bit earlier. This is what actually the talbiyah is. Yeah, this is the talbiyah. Allah labbaik, Allahumma labbaik. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. This is, so if I highlight it in maybe red, might be a bit easier for you guys to follow. All of this is what is known as the talbiyah. This is what gets you into ihram. So when I said to you, the other statement, right? The other statement over here, that doesn't get you into ihram. That's your intention. Yeah. But this is what activates your ihram. So change that. Okay, so what does this statement mean? Labbaik, I am at your service twice, O Allah. Labbaik, labbaik, I'm at your service. La sharika lak. There is no one who is your partner at all. Labbaik, O Allah, I'm at your service. Inna alhamda, indeed the praise. Wa ni'mata, and all blessings. Laka, belong to you. Wal mulk, and the kingdom belongs to you. La sharika lak. There are no partners for you at all. That's a powerful statement, that is. Yeah, when you say that, when you're in that environment, it just has such an effect on your heart. Anyway, let's carry on then. So he says, وَلَا يَنْبَغِي أَنْ يَخِلَّ بِشَيْءٍ مِنْ هَذِهِ الْكَلِمَاتِ. Now, in these words, you shouldn't add anything else extra into them. Like some people in the past, some of the scholars allowed adding some extra words into this. Right? So, لَبَّيْكَ اللَّهُمَّ لَبَّيْكَ لَبَّيْكَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَكَ لَبَّيْكَ إِنَّ الْحَمْدَ وَالنِّعْمَةَ لَكَ وَالْمُلْكَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَكَ. Finish. Bas, that's it. Khalas. Some people would add other things into it as well. So the Hanafis, according to them, we stick to whatever was reported from the Prophet ﷺ. Yeah. So it's not right. And yukhilla, that a person interrupts bishay'in, with anything of these words. So to add in anything is not good. فَإِنْ زَادَ فِيهَا. What if a person did add some extra words then? Yeah. What if a person does add some extra words? So he says, in zada, if a person was to add extra words, jaza, it would be allowed, but it's best not to do. Make sense? Okay. فَإِذَا لَبَّى فَقَدْ أَحْرَمَ. Once a person has done talbiyah, they have now gone into ihram. So remember what I said to you. That's when ihram actually starts. Right? Right over here. Right at this stage. After step 5. Right. So what should a person do? فَلْيَتَّقِ. A person should stay away from all those things that Allah has prohibited. In the Quran, Allah says that, okay, let me show you guys. Right, so Al-Hajj Ashhuru Ma'lumat, Hajj are known months. فَمَنْ فَرَضَ فِيهِنَّ الْحَجَّ. Whoever has made Hajj necessary, فَلَا رَفَثَ. Then there should be no rafath. Rafath basically means when you have like intimacy, sexual talk, foreplay with your wife or your husband, and you have this kind of intimacy, then la rafath. Shouldn't do any rafath at all. وَلَا فُسُوقَ. And no sinning or no vulgar statements or actions of any sort. وَلَا جِدَالَ. And no fighting in Hajj, because there's going to be lots of people from different places, in that location. So, be very, very careful. Don't fall into this. That's why he says that فَلْيَتَّقِ مَا نَهَى اللَّهُ عَنْهُ مِنَ الرَّفَثِ. You should stay away from that thing which Allah has prohibited of rafath, fusuq and jidal. And that's it basically. So that is today's lesson. That's what we have learned today. So what are the questions that we have for today's lesson? What is the ihram? What are the steps a person should take before ihram? What must a man wear? What can a woman wear? What intention does a person make? What is the wording of talbiyah? What does the state of ihram, or when does the state of ihram start? And what is rafath, fusuq and jidal? Okay, so the answers to these then. What is the ihram? Ihram is going into a state before you actually perform the hajj and umrah. What are the steps a person should take before ihram? Right, so we said the person should, first of all, take a bath. A person should or do wudu. person should wear a man should wear 2 pieces of cloth, top cloth and bottom cloth. Number 3, a person should wear perfume. Number 4, pray 2 rakats. Number 5, make this intention that, oh Allah, I am intending to do Hajj, make it easy for me, accept it from me. And then after that, he says the Talbiyah. What must a man wear? A man must wear 2 pieces of cloth, ideally white, right? Nothing else, no underwear, nothing else. What can a woman wear? So a woman can wear anything she wants, right? The man must have his head uncovered and his feet uncovered, the top of the feet. And the woman must have her face uncovered. That's, and the hands. Okay. Alright, so just the face, not her hands, just the face. And what intention does a person make? Right, so what intention does a person make? The person makes the intention of performing Hajj. What is the wording of Talbiyah? So the wording of Talbiyah is Labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, labbaik, la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk, la sharika lak. When does the state of Ihram start? It starts as soon as you say the Talbiyah. And what is Rafath? Rafath is that sexual talk that you have with your spouse. Fusuq is when you say vulgar things or sinful things. Jidal is just fighting with other people. And that's it basically. Alright, so let's get back to this then. Now, okay, so this is done now. Now I want to explain this part to you now. Man kana bi Mecca. Okay, man kana bi Mecca. So if you remember last time we mentioned about this area over here. So you have the pink area there, which is the hill area. The red line around is the Mikat, and that kind of greyish area in the middle, that is what is known as the Haram there. So he basically says, Man kana bi Mecca, whoever is in Mecca, then his miqat for Hajj is going to be the Haram, anywhere in that grey area. He doesn't have to go to the pink area. وَفِي الْأُمْرَةِ, however, if he wants to do Umrah, he must go to the pink area first of all, do Ihram over there, then come back. That's basically what it's saying. Right? So if you've ever been to Hajj and Umrah, you know this. If you want to do multiple Umrahs, you basically ask a taxi driver, take you to Tan'im. Tan'im is a locality, it's a Masjid Aisha over there. And you do your Ihram there, and then you make your way back and you can perform the Umrah. And that's it basically. Alright guys, so I hope you guys understood today's lesson. I hope you guys liked the layout as well. And if you have any sort of questions, please leave them in the comments below. Jazakallah khair to all my patrons for all the kind support you guys are showing. You guys mean so much to me, so much. If any of you guys want to become patrons and support my channel, if you think, you know what, I like this channel, I like the work that this guy's doing, and I really want to become someone who supports this kind of work, then please check out the Patreon. Become a monthly supporter of the channel. You can give as less as you like, anything that you want. You can give £1 if you want, £2, £3. Whatever amount you want to give, you can give, inshallah. And if you want to just make a one-off donation, then there's a PayPal link as well in the description. Anyway, Jazakumullah khair, thank you very much. And I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.